One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Unmute myself. Unmute my man here. Acro too. I forgot. It's been a little rusty. So welcome to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher and gaming enthusiast. That means I love playing video games of all sorts. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch and YouTube and NIL TV, Esports, X, wherever you can find me. All right. And this is the fun place for your weekly getaway of video game goodness, talking about new video game releases. We're breaking down Fallout Season 1, Episode 4. So if you're into Fallout, the video game and the series, which I think the series has got a rating on IMDb at 8.3, which is solid. So good episode, well, good actors and everything. So we'll be breaking that down here. Akado, I don't know if you watched it. I know you had school. So so we'll be talking about that today. And like I said, game releases and my weekend with my kids. So today, I said this past weekend was my birthday weekend. Monday was my birthday. So had kids coming from on Friday to yesterday, or actually this morning. I dropped off one of my daughters at the airport as they went back home to their adult lives, because they're all adults. Our youngest is 23. She'll be 24 in April. And our oldest is 31. And he'll be 32 in October 6th. So, yeah, they're grown people. They got to go back to their lives and living. But we had a good time here. We'll get into the check-in right now. So that was me. I mean, between Pokemon, One Piece, video games, particularly Mario Kart, and some Super Mario Galaxy, which I finally got to play the game, which I knew was going to be a fun game. Awesome game. I played like an hour of that. And so this doesn't get any better than that. I mean, it was like very like back when we were younger, like when the kids were younger and I was playing ball, or right after I retired, they were still in high school and everything, and elementary school and middle school, where we had a weekend where we just watched movies, play video games. And now the Pokemon thing is kind of back. It wasn't there then, but now it's like a big thing, because that's what Virgil, your partner there, Alan Akito, that you both know. Like, I'm surprised. I think I mentioned it to him. I was like, "Why are you?" I said, "I'm surprised you're not a professor like Mr. Akito is with the Pokemon. Cards, trade in, buy, sell, knowing the prices and everything." So it just didn't.
You could totally do it.
Yeah, it just didn't get better that of a weekend, And some of the gifts were really cool that I got from Virgil. He gave me a photo. So I had the opportunity of coaching Virgil his senior year of high school at Oak Creek,
nice,
down in Milwaukee, and he found 2 photos of us. Like, I'm giving him a hug after he scored a touchdown, and then he's going to score for a touchdown. And I'm in the background like this, like, oh,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll probably bring it on the stream when we do. If you're available to this evening for Wingman Wednesday, we'll play some Halo tonight. But if you're available, I'll bring them on stream so you guys to see the picture. It's pretty dope. And then so I had that. That was basically a homemade gift, which I love. Ain't homemade gifts the best, right? Like this.
They are. The family
taking the time. My wife, she does that. Like, between the birthday party area had One Piece all over the place. I had a banner, so I'm gonna take the banner and put it back there. And had Luffy. I got Luffy on he's like 3 feet tall, Luffy sticker that I could put on the wall behind me. So Marie, she goes all in. She don't mess around. What's up,
I guess. No, she never does.
Real Bocat. So, and she made chocolate cake down there. So I got my chocolate cake with the chocolate icing and yellow cake in the middle. I'm still eating on that. I'm, well off my diet for now, but it's worth it. But just had a good time. Like between the gaming, like sharing my knowledge about, because all my kids work out on some level. So sharing that knowledge, it's new stuff I found out about training and stuff, and the cleanse I'm doing, and teaching them about nutrition. So we talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
And the movies, movies, y'all, for Netflix movies and Prime movies. This is one movie. It's on Prime. Oh no, it's Hulu. It is called Together. You, Akido, Stephanie, when Artie's asleep, put this in the click on, go to Netflix and watch, or no, go to Hulu. What's up, Nikki Flash? How you doing, man? Welcome in the stream here. We're live here on Twitch, and we're on 2 channels. We're on NRL TV and Ahman Green TV, so everybody knows that. We're on X as well, and we're on that and on LinkedIn. What's up, LinkedIn? So this movie Together, man, it had James Franco's brother. I can't think of his first name, but he's a Franco. Remember James Franco that plays Green Goblin? He's the Green Goblin's son.
Was it Harry Osborn?
Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
His brother. So that actor's brother plays in this movie called Together. You talking about crazy. We watched it twice. It was so crazy. We watched it once on our own, and we watched it with Amani, my oldest, last night.
Dang, that good. You want to watch it twice now?
Yeah, it's good. It's worth it. And then we went to the theater. We went to the movie theater. So we had dinner and a movie. That's what I do on my birthday. My birthday is so simple. We opened gifts. We did dinner and the movie. And the movie was let me just go to my phone. I have the Cinemark app. It was another crazy movie, but good. Let me get to the app real quick. And so both movies. What's up, Beer Boogie? Ahman, you may appreciate that, man. Thank you. I can't wait for Scream 7 to come out, by the way, even though it's 7. We kind of know what's going down by now.
I'm surprised they got, I think, was it Matthew Lillard? I always pronounce his last name wrong. For the original guy.
Yeah. Oh, they brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So the movie was Send Help with Rachel McAdams, who plays Irony. So we got a little bit of off-movie irony here. So remember Regina George from Mean Girls? If you watch Mean Girls?
Yeah.
She was the head of Mean Girl. Like, she led the other two. So she was, in this movie, secretary that kind of was like somebody who got picked on. So it's just really how her role changed in this movie called Send Help with, I don't know he's a newer actor. I think he was in one of those YA book films, but his name is Dylan O'Brien. So Rachel McAdams, she played Regina George. She plays a secretary that crash lands on an island with her boss, and her boss is a jerk. And she is she's the numbers person. She's the financial person at the firm that they work at together. His dad died, so he became the CEO of the company, and now she's still in the same position. She was supposed to get promoted, VIP, or vice president, not VIP, but vice president, and he didn't promote her. The son didn't promote her, but then invited her on this trip to kind of prove herself to him that she could earn a promotion. But unfortunately, the airplane crash lands on a deserted island. So it asks that question: what would you do on a deserted island if you was with your boss and he was a jerk? He or she was a jerk. So it basically posed that question. And if you watch the movie, I don't want to give up on any of the details, but I'll just say this is a must-watch in theaters. It's my recommendation. I will not lead you down that bad trail of bad movie watching, because I don't want you to waste your money, your time driving there, or the popcorn that you buy that might be stale. Don't worry about that. So this is that movie this weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Treat yourself and a significant other or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever, to go see this movie. This movie is crazy good. So just imagine, we all work jobs, right, Akido, right? And
I was just coming up with a little poll for the chat.
Yeah, and we always, at a few jobs, you had probably one or two bosses that you would, if you had them on a deserted island, and you know more, a little bit more, and she knew everything better. Like she knew more than he knew. Like she knew how to create a fire. She knew how to hunt for fish. She knew how to make a teepee and make a roof, out of the bamboo leaves and all that. Like she was a survivor. She actually, you'll see it. This in the movie. I don't want to give a whole lot, but yeah, she knew all that, and he knew nothing. And she saved him actually because he was found. He came up on the shore. He was basically half alive. So I would say between those two movies, so Together on Hulu and Send Help on in the movie theaters, go treat yourself, please. So to you, Akido, yeah, you on the deserted island with your boss, and he or she is a jerk, and it's like, how's it gonna go down? That's the question.
You already know what my answer is gonna be. Depending on the boss of whose names I will not say, if he was a jerk, I ain't saying I would abandon him, even though that's totally what I put down in the voting comments.
Right.
But I would let him be like, all right, you the boss, or it's time for you to lead, boss.
Right. You got to do your part on this island, bro.
Like I'm gonna have we can split up and cover more ground and just
Right.
I don't know. I mean, like, you're better doing stuff together, but I mean, just the nagging and stuff. Like, if you're gonna be a little bit of that in a corporate space, like, I really don't want to deal with you on a deserted island. Like, the situation's bad enough. You already don't listen to me in the workplace, and then you want me to help you when I know more than you do.
Right?
You think you know more than I do on any other given case scenario. Respectfully, I'ma do me over there. If you survive long enough and I get my flare, my smoke signals and stuff going, I might drop a coconut off to you. Like I might, if I can find you, I'll pick you up. But if not, well, I'll live to tell the tale.
Yeah, same here, man. Yeah, I mean, because I've been camping. I grew up going camping, so I know how to start a fire. I know how to hunt, fish, do whatever to survive. To get somebody that's flying over their attention. Like I know how to do all that. So if I get caught on, you better apologize. If you've been a jerk, just apologize fast and be real about it, because now lives are on the line. So you better be a way better boss. That's a learning lesson in itself, which of course when you watch the movie, it's just amazing. It's awesome. It's an awesome movie. And some other good movies coming out. Some movies already out. Like I said, Scream 7's already, I think, going to release next week. I'm like, Scream 7. I'm like, man, they on 7? Now she got kids. She gonna have grandkids in a minute. Nev Campbell. That's her name, Nev Campbell. I was trying to think of her name the other day. Nev Campbell is still alive, and she's still getting chased by the Ghostface killer. And now she has a daughter. Like I said, she's gonna have grandkids in a minute. Another movie that looks really good called Iron Lung, which was also a video game. But now made it into a motion movie picture now. So I'm like, cool.
That's the one, Markiplier.
Yeah, and then The Strangers Chapter 3 is out as well. Didn't see that, but the same good movies at the movie theater. Some good movies. So, man. So, but yeah, hanging with the kids, talking, having the conversations were insightful. They were fun. And like I said, just took us. Now they're older, and we're having adult conversations now.
Right.
About life, about work, about whatever, So Virgil and his fiance Paige, we're talking wedding. Their wedding is going to be next year. I think they said in July of 2027. So looking forward to that.
There you go, Virgil.
Yep, there you go. And we went
beat me to the punch on that one too. Dang.
Oh man. So yeah, we went to a Pokémon buy, sell, and trade little con that he found. I'm like, yeah, when you're boots on the ground in another, he just went online. He said, oh, look, it's one right up it's on Saturday at 1:00. And it went to, I think it went to 5:00 from 1 to 5. Okay. And they had everything. They just didn't have Pokemon. They had One Piece. They had Magic the Gathering. They had, and then they had like other stuff. Like you could sell shoes there if you were a vendor.
Oh,
you could
one
sell,
of those cons. Okay.
Yeah, just an everything con. Like football cards, baseball cards, shoes, clothing, food, old school video games. So I couldn't find my NBA Street an NFL Street to get ready for MGC.
Right.
So I bought some for. I bought 2 for $30. So it was.
That's not bad
on PlayStation 2. So I get to play them here in a little bit.
That's
so
not
I thought
bad.
that was fun.
You get the Ahman Green discount on them, dang.
No, it was. He didn't know who I was. He definitely.
That's the crazy part, dude.
He didn't know.
That's
who
the
I
craziest thing. It always happens that way.
All right, if he figured out who I was, I would have been impressed. But he had no idea. You know, I grabbed my games and bounced. Got my NFL Street and NBA Street, Volume 1 on both of them. So I'm gonna get ready for Ludio because I know he's gonna bring the game on at MGC. So got to get my fingers ready.
And before that, we've got the Collector Con in Eau Claire as well.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We got that here actually that's sooner than later. So that's about right under a month from Collector Con, right under a month. So but March 12th, 13th, and 14th. So
yeah, something like that.
Yep. So we're there. So man. So Akito, how are you doing, man? I know you schooling.
I've been busy.
A's and B's. I know you crushing it.
Oh, I don't know about no B's. I got 1 B, I think. I'm trying to get all A's. But I finished my final project for Web Dev 1. I'm like 2 assignments off from like really getting done with a whole nother course because I'm trying to knock all this stuff up because we got the Collector Con coming up. We got Midwest Gaming Classic coming up. I'm doing some other stuff around the college at shout out to Lakeshore College in Wisconsin. So if any of y'all looking for a good technical college, hit your boy up. So
there you go.
Just going back to get your education because I'm going for IT cybersecurity specialist and web and graphic design. So I help out. I'm on doing the articles and stuff for the podcast, our other channel, NIL TV. Just making sure you're taking care of business is what we do, and then we're at grinding on the con gaming, man. When you're doing school and then I'm a parent on top of it, I have a 4-year-old.
Yep,
it's rough. Like, even though we weren't, streaming, Atomic and I've been chatting about games, trying to just find some time to play because it's important. With burnout's real. Like, I don't care if it's job burnout. Ahman's always traveling. He gets that travel burnout. He'll tell you, like, the minute he gets done off that flight, he'll be at the hotel. He's trying to hop on the game. Yeah, he's trying to get a couple sessions in.
Yes, I am.
So
relax.
You need to make time, especially having those adult conversations. It's important to chill out, and I've learned that kind of the hard way. That if you don't take the time that you need to, or if your body's telling you to sleep, bro. I've been taking naps. I don't take naps, so I was surprised.
Oh, that's great.
I've been hanging out with too many seasoned people over here trying to take a nap.
Hey, naps are like it's instant energy. I used to take I started taking power naps in college from one of my teammates. He's like, "Hey, man, you could just sleep for like 5 minutes hard. Go into deep REM sleep too. Like try to get the dream mode." I'm like, in 5 minutes? He said it could be done, and I did it. I was like, "What?" I was like, oh, ready to go. Give me a little shot in my arm, but good stuff of getting sleep. I didn't have to drink coffee or whatever other shots people do to keep them
I heard going. Like what apples give you caffeine or energy or something
like
that.
They'll get apples. Any fruit does, like bananas, apples, grapes, blueberries, raspberries, mangoes.
Y'all need to learn about. You did the health stream. I think one of the last streams that you did. If you guys go back to the VOD. I think one of the last streams for one of the reaching a milestone on the Digital Divide campaign, Ahman did a cooking stream.
Yeah, I did the smoothies. Smoothies. Check the smoothies out. Well, so what's up, Nikki Flash and Naughty and Still Agent Kyle all in the chat. Yeah, happy birthday to the GOAT. Thank you very much, Still Agent there. Still Agent Kyle. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming at you here. So let's get into, before we get on to that, let's get into our first commercial break here, and we're gonna hit those quick hit news bites. We got some good stuff coming at you, y'all. Coming at you, so watch you. Make sure you don't get punched in the face.
This guy.
Oh, all right, here we go. We head to the first commercial here. We got what we got. We got Sly. All right, see you in 17 seconds. Peace. Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Sly Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Sly Boost for energy, Sly Chill to relax, and Sly Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Sly. Refresh, recharge, and repeat. All right, y'all. You see that on the screen there? We got Ronda Rousey. I was just wondering where Gina Carano went just the other day watching one of the movies.
Yeah.
It was our in between movie watching with the kids. And I'm like, man, where did she go? Because she, when she was on Mandalorian, she hit it big then. And then she did a couple movies and she was MMA as well. But then she made those comments, after while she was on the cast of Disney's Mandalorian and got her basically blacklisted. So she's back and she's going at it against her home. I know they had to be friends. They had to know each other. So her homie, Ronda Rousey, they're going at it on Netflix. What's that? What's this? May 17th? And the
May 16th.
Oh, May 16th. Sorry, May 16th. And the last time either one fought, I looked this up. So the last time Ronda fought, unfortunately lost against Amanda Nunes back on December 30th, 2016. So it was a little bit right under 10 years.
Man, that's a long time.
Yes. But for Gina, it's even longer and also a loss. So she lost to Chris Cyborg Justino on August 15th, 2009. So there you go. So this is after nearly 7 years away from the cage. Carano is coming back in to fight against Ronda. So I know first thought is, I know size-wise, Gina's bigger. And that means she could pack a punch. I know she's still, if she's doing this, that means they both obviously been training. But just off the first jump, I just know from height, weight, and size, she's taller and bigger than Ronda. So I'm like, oh, an advantage there, but that don't mean that she's going to win, but it's definitely advantage for Gina Carano. She definitely is that. She's a chick. She can beat you up.
Bro, I don't think either of those women known to hold back. So I mean, I'm not expecting a turnout like before for the last Netflix special.
What was it? Was it a sports one or was it
the Mike Tyson Logan Paul?
Mike Tyson and Paul. Yeah. It was. Yeah, I think it's going to be more
this
believable.
Gonna be like a fight.
Yeah, this is real. Like these are two official fighters. Like,
right. But this is different.
Knew it wasn't a fix. Like watching, I did not watch that. I think if I remember,
I watched it, man. It was hard to watch that fight because it was buffering half the time. I mean, people were upset about the quality of the fight more than anything else. I mean,
maybe
Mike
wasn't real. That's all.
Man, look, Mike on the pay. Mike, get your paycheck.
Fact.
People don't even trying to sweat it over, Logan Paul and whatever else. Like he came in like it was a whole parade, slapping Prime everywhere and parading around, and
that's why I couldn't.
I think he came in to come in the air tonight by Phil Collins. I was like, yeah, what is this?
That's why I didn't watch it. That's why I did not, because I was gonna.
It was pretty
be frustrated because we already know Mike Tyson has nothing to prove at all.
No,
it was just unfortunate payday for him that made it, and they tried to dress it up, and they didn't even really dress it up, but it is what it is. I'll say that. I'll cut my dialogue short on that. But with this fight, I'm happy to see both because I like both. I was a fan of both when Gina Carano was fighting. I was a fan because I remember seeing I think she did the MMA like to become a fighter thing on that was on like E Network or something like that, where they show the fighters training, like the documentary show type.
Right.
I watched that, and then watching Ronda Rousey rise up and become champion and all that. And then get into the movies, kind of like what Gina did. She, like I said, we already mentioned Mandalorian, a couple spy espionage type movies that she was in. And then Ronda, I think she did one of the Fast and the Furious for sure, where she got a fighting scene, right? It's like, for me, if you're going to put me in a movie, you're going to put me tackling somebody, right?
Right.
It makes it easy. Oh, man, it makes it easy when you kind of get type. When I was like, I've done some movies, and when I got basically typecast, I was like, it's not that bad. At least we're doing what we already know,
Ronda was streaming video games for a little bit. I know she was streaming like Animal Crossing during COVID. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't mad at her. I did not know that.
No, we were kind of like Ronda Rousey. I think she was doing it for kids and whatever else, like just whatever else she was streaming. I'll fact check myself on that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. That's dope. A little bit of Animal Crossing, really? I would have thought she would be playing some fighting games for sure.
Yep, March 27, 2020. You can look it up. Ronda Rousey famously streamed Animal Crossing New Horizons on her Facebook gaming channel.
Nice. Oh, that's a fun game. We all know that. Animal Crossing is about that life. How'd you describe Animal Crossing when you and Steph was here?
The cozy game? Oh, or what? The pyramid scheme?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
thought that was hilarious. I said, "What?" You like pyramid?
Yeah,
scheme?
Ronda Animal man. Tom Nook's a crook for sure.
What you said, yeah.
I was saying he probably killed Timmy and Tommy's parents
You
in
said
the lore.
unintending owner or whatever.
Well,
bad
yeah,
owner.
like they had the cat. The cat was like the mayor of the city in one of
Right.
the previous Animal Crossings. I think it was New Leaf. And then and there's a mission in Animal Crossing New Horizons when you're going to like this deserted island and like the mayor from that game is there. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is the mayor on a deserted island? And then like when you fire up Animal Crossing New Horizons, you are on a deserted island getaway package. This dude takes you to a deserted island and tells you to gather fruit and has you build up this island from the ground up and just sits there and sips lemonade in his tent all day while you do all the work. And then he charges you to take out a loan of like, what is it, 10,000 or however many bells. And he just basically sits back and lets you do all the work.
Really?
Puts Tommy in the shop, and says,
man, when you told me that,
money.
man, you had me dying laughing. I'm like laughing now. Like, oh
anyone
my God,
that plays Animal Crossing. That
is that facts, chat?
Yes.
Yeah, we get that in the chat. Can we get a chat check?
Still
says he does, yeah. Still, Agent Kyle says 1,000%.
1,000%.
He said 1,000, not 100%. He said 1,000%.
It's a fun game though, but you gotta. I tell you what, if you want to teach kids, they have like a whole turnip. We have to sell turnips. They have like buy and sell you have to buy low and sell high for turnips.
Correct.
On certain days of the week, and like it's crazy. You're like, what? You're like they're teaching how to buy low and sell high. Yeah, because you're trying to make money off of turnips.
Hey, that's why I always told you, playing video games, not only you have fun, but you learn stuff. Like I learned how to play chess playing Watch Dogs. If you remember that game, the cyber security or the cyber hacker game.
Yeah.
And one of the missions was I had to meet this guy at one of the at a chess store where you could go in and play chess. And I learned how to play chess. I was looking up.
You learned how to play via Watch Dogs?
Yeah, via Watch Dogs.
That's wild.
Straight up. And so I had to, because it was a main mission task. So I had to go main mission. And so after I got beat a few times, I stopped playing the game. I paused the game. This is before I started streaming. I paused the game and went online and to learn the chess moves of the bishop, the pawn. Like I knew pawn was just one move forward, but I didn't understand. I had to learn pawn or bishop, knight, king, and queen, knew exactly where they would go. So I'm like, oh. So yeah, and no surprise that pyramid scheme / poor, what is it, manager of apartments, whatever the cat is in Animal Crossing goes down. So you gotta be about that life pretty much in Animal Crossing, is what you're saying.
Hey, it's a cozy game. I like it because you can customize, when you get further in the game, it just allows for a lot of customization. It's a cozy game. You can invite like different animals to your village. You can kick the ones out and basically neglect the ones you don't like to get them to want to leave your village, which sounds terrible, but I mean that's what you got to do. You can use your amiibo cards to scan in ones or trade with your friends, and then Steph, she was on these different forums and apps. Next thing I know, she's dropping me like millions of bells. I'm like, Steph, where'd you get all this money? She's like, awesome. I was on Nookazon or whatever it was, and they did giveaways. I'm like, you social networking to get money on Animal Crossing? She's like, yeah, here, I have $1 million. I'm like,
right.
Where'd you get all this money, Steph?
Right. She was about that. She's about that. Oh my goodness.
People who play Animal Crossing, no, that's no joke.
All right. So, man, moving on to that day. That was funny. So, headed over. So, another interesting thing going on in our gaming space. It says AI here clears out Western Digital's hard drive supply for 2026. So, Western Digital, which is obviously, as we know, if you're a gamer, you've then bought their hard drives before.
Yeah.
At Best Buy, at Walmart, at Target, wherever. So, WD has purchased orders from its top 7 clients for this year 2 for the next year, and then 1 for the year after that. So that's like 2028. And reason why, so AI demand has pushed brand prices higher since last year, leading to supply shortages with not having enough hard drives. So the same trend appears to be hitting hard disk drives now. So with leading HDD manufacturer WD confirming its supply for next year is already sold out. So that means if you're playing, you got Call of Duty on the Xbox or the PlayStation, if you want to get a 2 terabyte from them, which is usually they're the main company that puts all that out, that means it's going to be a long wait, buddy. Especially if you want anything over 2 terabytes. I don't think that's going to happen, or anything for your PC for that matter. So the CEO of WD said we pretty much sold out of the calendar year of 2026. We have firm POs, which is purchase orders, with our top 7 customers, said by Irvin Tan, and during the company's latest earnings call. So a significant chunk of WD's revenue comes from the enterprise clients, and about 89% came from cold businesses, and just 5% came from regular consumers, said Ambrish. I don't want to go into that name. It says Servastia. I think I got it. That company's vice president for investor relations. So 5% just came from regular customers. Interesting.
It's crazy, man. Because I'm looking at even like Samsung, like a 990 Pro, 2 terabyte with heatsink for the PS5 on Best Buy's website right now.
Right.
It's $429.
No. And so that obviously the demand is high. That means the price goes up. It's just
insane.
That is normal business, unfortunately, for the budget, the gamer on a budget, which is everywhere on planet Earth. There's gamers on a budget on all 7 continents. So as the article reads on, things don't look promising for consumers looking for WD hard drives in the near future either. So 7 of the top clients have placed orders for already this year. This was already mentioned. 2 for the next year, and then 1 already for 2028. So one of the companies they already work with, they already planned out 2 years from now. Look, I'm putting my order in now.
Wow.
So it just tells you how the components of a PC or gaming laptop or whatever, PC you're gaming on, things are getting expensive, right? GPUs, it's the 50 series now. And I talked to Hank. I don't know if you were in that conversation, Alan, but Hank,
I don't think so.
Last time I talked with Hank, that builds computer, my man, shout out to Hank Basket, HB Customs, check him out. Go to NIL TV Esports, and he'll be at the bottom of the page. But he told me 50 series now is anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for just the GPU by itself. Just the GPU by itself. So that is like, shoot, I bought a whole computer for that price like 4 years ago.
I think I got the website here. hbcustoms.com looks to be about right.
Yep.
Okay.
So I bought I was like, man. So with AI, being AI and growing companies and PC components in trying to buy in bulk, manufacturers also are likely to prioritize their needs over others going forward. And so we have seen in similar trends with memory products, because obviously trying to save up things, right? Trying to save that mission.
There's concerns.
Legacy is big. So
there's concerns that the Steam machine might be delayed as well, or have some trouble with their pricing because of the hard drives and the manufacturing costs that are going to go into the Steam machine, which was supposed to launch relatively soon. But because the components and stuff for that, I think from what I read too, I believe in a different article, the Steam Deck is like, selling out and stuff too.
Right.
It's just affecting the industry as a whole. One day ago, update Valve is aware that Steam Decks are out of stock and announced it's due to RAM and storage shortages. I'm just looking at the subreddit on Reddit for Steam Deck. GHacks, Valve confirms Steam Deck is sold out in the US 12 hours ago. So it's affecting the entire industry. It's one of the things where the lines between console and PC gaming is hard because it's like, what's the cheaper option, you know? And then we have to consider and factor in subscription costs, you know, the price hike on Game Pass Ultimate and cloud streaming of these games. But then, you know, we don't even have the storage. I mean, we were just talking about this for the pros versus Joes. I mean, you can barely get Fortnite, Call of Duty
on one
in
drive.
its entirety, all on one hard drive out the box. I mean, you ain't getting the 1 terabyte out the box now.
No.
I hope people, the however 1,200 something people who are watching this know, they already know you're not getting 1 terabyte out that box. I think they had this like maybe 827 after system updates.
That was it. That was on PlayStation, and even PlayStation said extra stuff. I'm like, hold up, why you taking my terabyte information with extra stuff? What's extra stuff, man?
All the system updates and all the other, you know, optimize. Yeah, it's. But I mean, with that being said, I'm glad I bought the storage that I did when I did, because you know, if you can 100%. Find a deal on some Western Digital storage or a hard drive, or you know a guy, that's gonna be like gold. You know, as far as trying to upgrade your PC, you can't really be picky about it now.
No, you
can, but it's gonna cost you. So
yeah, we can't go back to the times where we didn't have that. Like I didn't have no memory to save anything. I'm the generation of Nintendo and Sega Genesis where when you lost and you had to start back over, it was nothing. No memory card. I remember when the first memory card came out on PlayStation, me and my brother lost our minds. We was like, oh, we could save it. We could go on Resident Evil, lose that board, you know, get killed by the masked dude or a licker, and then put this little thing in there. It's going to save it, and we could start right there with all our lives and all our ammunition. Like, oh. Yeah, we ain't about. Yeah, you know, we don't have that no more.
Speaking of old school, I got the Virtual Boy for my birthday, the Switch 2 version. It's like a big, like the actual one, not the cardboard one. I'll have to show you that.
Yep. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that. So yep, your birthday was on Valentine's Day. So was it?
Yeah, our birthdays are 2 days apart.
And was it good? It was a good day, wasn't it?
It was. Because it's weird because Steph's brother's birthday is the same day on the 14th.
Oh wow. Yeah,
right.
One of my best friends from high school. His birthday is on Valentine's Day.
We couldn't make it out to. Oh, go ahead. Go to the shout out again. My bad.
No, John Bradford turned 49 on Saturday as well.
Nice. So. We couldn't go out. That's the problem with having a birthday on Valentine's Day. Is it's hard sometimes to go out to eat. So me and Steph went out to breakfast one place, and they were packed because they're a delicious place in Cafe Bella. We didn't get a chance.
And it was Valentine's Day.
It was Valentine's. That's the thing. It's Valentine's Day. So we managed to go to Sheboygan Family Restaurant. We went out. We had some good food there. Yeah. And then, you know, we picked up Artie, and then we went up to Oconto Falls, visited Game Trade. My guys at Game Trade in De Pere.
Greg there. Tell him what's up.
Greg wasn't there. He had just had his wisdom teeth or something. He had like some teeth pulled or something like that. Man. And then we also visited Freak Toys. And then she bought these Baldur's Gate blind bag dice, some dungeon dice that way. She didn't get, she got the one she wanted because I was feeling up every single one of those bags.
You said blind bought. Okay.
Yeah, like you know, they have those mystery bags.
Yeah, the mystery bag. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So they have D20 dice in them, and they're Baldur's Gate themed.
Dope.
So she wound up getting one of those. Gotcha. And I got, because I was feeling the bag, I'm like, I was trying to feel the medallion to see who was on the medallion. I'm like, I think this one's a Gale. And I did it. I picked the right one. Yeah, it was right.
Oh, nice. So all right. You got the special touch there. All right. Next up on the quick hit news by I had to bring this up. I saw you put this one in the chat. I'm like, what? We got Kill Bill Final Cut Edition. I'm like, wait a minute. This is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. So the full cut of Kill Bill, the whole body affair, is now available to watch at home. What do you mean by available to watch at home and final cut? Like, so what? I'm like, this is so dope.
The final cut was they did a limited. I remember a while back, a couple months ago, when I bought those tickets to that movie that I couldn't go see because I wanted the Fortnite skin.
Correct.
This is that.
Okay.
So they did the whole bloody affair was 1 and 2 like put together.
Yeah. Cut. It was a lot of blood.
They had a couple extras here and there. Yeah. So now we can watch that whole thing at home. And then Fortnite did a collaboration with Kill Bill for that season where Quentin Tarantino directed like an animated Fortnite style Kill Bill thing. And it was actually really good.
Yeah.
Featuring, I think, the sister of the one that gets killed in Kill Bill that the bride takes out. So Yuki, she wanted revenge and
the
whatever
whole
else. Yeah.
The one Asian Japanese gang
Yes.
with all the masks and the knives and half staffs and all that. Yeah, they were putting in work.
Yeah.
So it says in the article, it says it's no secret Quentin Tarantino originally conceived, and that means developed Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 as a single movie. I did not know that. I don't know. I'm a movie guy too, and I missed that one. So, which has long contributed to his claim that he's only directed 9 films total instead of like 10, I guess, or whatever. Which this the full version of Kill Bill was deemed a little too much for the average theater goer back in the early 2000s. So 2 decades of acclaim finally led to the full release of the origin edited last year. So if you aren't quite willing to hack the almost 5-hour, he said hack, I like that, almost 5-hour movie marathon in theaters, Tarantino would be disappointed. You can now buy it, the whole bloody affair, and watch it on digital at your home. So that's the one. Where are we at? Where is it at? Does it say? Oh, Prime Video. There it is. Bam. So clocking in at 4 hours and 41 minutes, the Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair officially releases in theaters for the first time. It did back here. You know what? Did I see that? I didn't see no previews for that here in Houston anyway. I know California for sure. Did you see it? Was it in Wisconsin in theaters?
Yes, it was in only in select ones. I think the nearest one that it had was for Green Bay. I think they might have had one in town. Or no, it's Manitowoc. I think it was Manitowoc and Green Bay or something, because I had to buy tickets.
Gotcha.
Just to get the skin.
I remember that now. Now it's coming back. I do remember you talking about that. Okay. Now it comes back and jogs my memory because of that. I remember we did have a conversation because I was probably telling you don't get sucked in, and you did it already.
Oh yeah, I was locked in. Well, the way that I figured it was that I'm gonna wind up paying for the Fortnite skin anyway. So if I'm gonna get the tickets and just get it that way, I'm like, I might as well, because you got it early, so no one else had it yet, and then they wound up releasing it in the shop at a later date, which probably would have been the same price if not more than the movie ticket. So I was like,
gotcha. All right,
whatever.
So you can head over to IGN.com to read the rest of this article, more details about the film being released and little anecdotes of things. But I got a question to ask, like they have on this article, is what's Quentin Tarantino's best movie so far, or what's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? If anybody in the chat, if y'all been old enough to watch them, I have. I've seen all of them. I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Hateful Eight, The Django Unchained, Inglourious Bastards, Death Proof, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, he did Pulp Fiction too?
Yes, he did. I was in high school. I went to see that with my sister and my nephew, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon BT. Oh, man. I have more than one because they're all kind of, I won't say not all of them, but majority of them are, fighting, bloody type of movies. And so between good acting in Pulp Fiction, you had Sam Jack, you had John Travolta. It doesn't get any better than that, And then Jackie Brown, you got I can't think of her name right now. The main actress, I can't think of her name. She was the old actress, brought back her old figure in terms of the actor side of it. I just can't think of her name, but great movie there. But then Pulp Fiction, how they strung it together, all the stories where they started like in an off scene where you don't know what's going on until the end of the scene. You're like, oh, that's damn.
Yeah.
You're like, hold up. Did I just see what I thought I saw? And then Kill Bill was solid. I said, it's hard for me to pick one. But if I could pick one, but it's still tough. But I would say, I gotta go. The first one I saw of his films was Pulp Fiction, so I gotta go Pulp Fiction. But I have all of them. I own all his films on DVD or Blu-ray. So, but yeah, Pulp Fiction. That's a classic one. What about yourself, Akido? What about yourself, Chat?
I'm gonna go Kill Bill. I mean, Kill Bill. It was one of those things where I didn't know what I was watching,
Right.
You know, I think it was one of those things where it came on TV, and I was just kind of like, you know, what is
Like,
this?
what is this?
And then,
Yeah, what is
you know,
this?
obviously you found out real quick. You know, she's looking through the, you know, the sword and everything else. And then all of a sudden the whole room just goes down. And I'm looking at this as a kid like,
what?
Like, what just happened? And then when the Green Hornet theme played, and then like she's on the motorcycle and everything else, I'm like, hey, yo, wait a minute. This is really cool. And then obviously like the whistle song and whatever else from Kill Bill. I'm like, man, I forgot the name of the song. I used to, yeah.
I kind of got it.
You pretty much had it.
Yeah, I had it. I know what you're talking. That's a movie.
But yeah, I was like, you know, just like, you know, I'm big into like, you know, the sword play and the.
Me too.
Know,
yeah, you too. I know you are.
Man, dude,
I got 2 katanas right now. I'm looking at right over here to my left.
It don't get cooler than that. It's got that Bruce Lee like esque, you know. I don't know.
Chop them up, break your face, and then.
Dude, I need to go watch through all those. I haven't watched enough. That's the
This is
bad
gonna make
part.
me watch Kill Bill. Make me go pick it up. I mean, not pick it up. I got it in my room. Or I
want a steelbook, man. I want to have that one like physical in the steelbook form, something you can put on the shelf. They had 2 steelbooks. I had them when I worked at Best Buy. I don't know what happened to them, but they had Kill Bill 1 and 2 on steelbook at Best Buy. I had both of those at one point. And you know I'm not a movie guy, so if I had to have that in the steelbook, that should tell you something. If I want to, I need to go through all the John Wicks too.
Ooh, yeah. And speaking of movies, I clicked it. It was a poll on that question here on the IGN website that the article is on, and it says, "What's Quintino's best movie of all time, or best movie so far?" And Pulp Fiction won out with 35.7% of the vote.
There you go.
There you go. All right, let's head down to our next little blurb here. We got the Digital Divide Initiative. So if you want to join in by getting a t-shirt or having me do a live challenge on stream or do a fitness dare, like 20 burpees or 50 or 100 push-ups, or you want to be the game or topic shout out on the stream as well. This stream or the other streams that we do. We stream on this channel on Mind Green TV. We got Halo tonight, Halo Infinite, and it's Wingman Wednesday. Then tomorrow we got NL TV Esports, which will be Throwdown Thursday, and then Friday is FPS. I think I want to try to get onto Arc Raiders. I got to build out my table so I could build ammunition and weapons. I haven't done. Have you done that on Arc?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not touched Arc since the last time we played Arc.
Oh, so it's like just like me, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. So.
I feel like, man. And hey, look, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, come hit your boy up. I'm just saying those games. And then I got a fight pad for my birthday.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you sent me the picture. Yep, awesomeness. I gotta get on that. It's just practice. You just gotta practice to get it right. That's all.
I'm scared. Well, not scared. I'm not nervous of it because it doesn't have
the stick.
The stick. That's what I'm like. Everyone's like, from what I read online, it's a learning curve. But yeah, I mean, like when we went to Frosty Frostings, they didn't have the stick on some of those models at all either. So
no, so it's another mechanic to play a fighting game. You know, I believe that works for anything from Tekken to Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, Grand Blue. I don't know about would it work on Super Mario, Super Smash? I would say yeah, right?
No, because mine's is only on PS5.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, it won't go to that console. Gotcha. Yeah, but in the Digital Divide, so join me in supporting this initiative. It's a mission that bridges technology gap from underserved communities through esports, mentorship, and digital literacy. We aim to provide access to broadband internet to education and professional opportunities, empowering young individuals for a brighter future. Because my story, it's a fun story. As my dad, he brought home an Apple II PC, and I was 5, and he taught me how to turn it on. He taught me how to click on the icons on the screen, and I was playing Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail at 5. So I was PC gaming first, and then console gaming a few weeks after that. Bear Boogie, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. You've been in there most of the day anyway, so appreciate y'all and everybody tuning in today. We got a lot of folks in. Appreciate you all for watching Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. But yeah, that was the start of the beginning of where I'm at now. You know, I had a chance to live out my dream playing in the NFL for 12 years, and now I'm in the esports space between coaching and consulting. You know, myself and Akido and a few people behind the scenes work together to bring you this channel, to bring you NIL TV esports, and we got other things, bigger things coming down the line. And so this fundraiser has raised a little bit over $1,100 already in t-shirt sales. And my whole idea in the t-shirt drive is that I feel that when you donate, you should get something like a keepsake. And this is your keepsake for donating to the cause. And like I said, as I read, the cause is to eventually build or get help to partner with building a facility here in the Houston area, and then eventually maybe in Nebraska, all the places I lived and played. So Nebraska, Wisconsin, Washington State, so Seattle, and Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska. So that's my goals there in the next years to come. You gotta have goals, you know, you gotta have things that's going to drive you. So please come to that website, click the link. We got it in the chat. It's all over the chat, so please check that out. And on that note, we'll head to another commercial. We got our people, good friends, my man Rick and Abe and Chris, Mike, all at Stay Plugged In. Check it out. We'll be right back in a few. Looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity? Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding on Valorant, Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. Don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today. All right, let me get that off. Boom, we're done with that. And this week in esports history, got some fun stuff coming down the line from February 16th to the end of the week, February 20th. We have some major contemporary world, complementary world titles and milestones from big gaming titles. So one this weekend, actually back on Monday, there was a big esports tournament. Where was it at? Let me see. What do I have in my notes here? It doesn't say where it was at, but it was FaZe Clan. They won their back-to-back world titles in Rainbow Six Siege. Or Rainbow Six World Championships. I think that's over in France. That's a big game over in France. So they won that back-to-back. So back-to-back, it said they made history by defeating Team Secret to win the 6th Invitational of the 2026, becoming the first organization ever to win consecutive Rainbow Six World Championships. So shout out to FaZe Clan.
You're right. It was in Paris.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you know why I know that?
How?
The old NBA, well, I don't say old. He's not seasoned yet. I'm older than him. I know that. So I know he's not seasoned. But Tony Parker, the point guard, former point guard of the San Antonio Spurs World Championship, actually, I think he has one or two of them. He is the commissioner of the Rainbow Six League over there in France. Dang. Yes. And he is a former professional athlete. So kind of what I'm doing here with the podcast and other things that I'm doing, my shout out to Tony Parker, keeping the esports alive, competition flourishing there in the Rainbow Six League that takes place over in France. So appreciate you out there, brother. All right, next one up, we got the LCK viewership shock. A massive upset occurred in League of Legends Championship in Korea Cup when Fear X defeated T1. Ooh, that's Joker. Or Faker. Sorry, not Joker. Faker. And his teammates got beat. That's what that means. You remember Faker, right? Yeah. You heard that name before. So driven a new viewership peak for the tournament. So I would think a lot of eyes will want to go see that when you see the best guy, our best team with the best guy playing a game that they never lose. So that's like watching Michael Jordan lose right there, y'all. That's how big of a loss that was for T1. They haven't lost a lot of league championships, and main reason is because of Faker, but they get upset by Fear X. So there you go. That happened on this weekend. And then going back 10 years ago, we had Street Fighter 5 launched in North America, in Europe, serving as the primary platform of Capcom's Pro Tour and for several years. So Street Fighter 5, that was the video game launch on my birthday, February 16th. 2016. And I got that. I think I got a
for Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 5 is that old?
Is that 5? Is V is 5 or X? V is 5, right?
Yeah, V is. Oh, I guess I'm thinking of Street Fighter 6. Dang.
Yeah. V Street Fighter 5. Yeah, okay, I was making sure because I'm making sure my Roman numerals.
No, you're right. I'm just kind of like,
okay.
You know, it's one of those like when you're 33 and you just kind of like, you know, you just can't like believe like
that time has passed, huh?
That was 5 years. That was how many years ago?
You getting seasoned like this dude here?
No.
I'm 49 now, partner. So there you go. All right.
What you doing for the Big 50? You got any plans?
Oh, we got big plans.
Oh, you got big plans.
We got big, so big we can't talk about them right now.
Oh,
They're gonna be fun. Some fun stuff. All right, next one on the list: Mythic Race to World First. Let me see. Is a historic win for the North American World of Warcraft competition. The Guild Complexity Limit claimed the world's first title for the, how do you say this? Nyalata raid, ending a 10-year drought for the region. So I didn't know they had competition in World of Warcraft. I thought it was more just an RPG.
You got me on that one.
Fun game. Hey, I got myself on that one. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see what it is. It was a guild. It was for the world first title. So it's for a raid. So I only know about this from Destiny. So the way that typically works is when a new raid drops,
right?
It's so difficult, when people know exactly what to do in these raids, they plan it out like Leroy Jenkins, whatever. Okay.
Back.
So when the raid first drops, the first team to complete the raid gets kind of like, props and accolades because no one knows exactly how to solve it because it just came out. So when you're the first team to complete it, it's a world first.
Oh, okay.
The raid.
Got it. That makes sense. All right, and then on down the line of recent tournaments or tournaments from the past that were big deals. Is this current stuff? I think it's current stuff. So Valorant, the VTC Pacific kickoff reaches record peak viewership back yesterday or a few days ago on yesterday, February 17th. Today, Counter-Strike, Aurora upsets Atralius 2-0 in the PLG. What's that? Clue?
Dude, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Yeah, Napacola. And tomorrow we got Dota 2. So Team Spirit faces Team Falcons in the Dream League season 28 groups. Is only group stage battle there. And then on Friday we got Counter-Strike again. Roman Imperium Cup 5 kicks off. BB versus Saul. I like that name, just BB and then Saul. You don't get a good name better than that. And then shout out to an old team I used to compete with. Shout out to Coach Robert Zong, who was my GA assistant at Lakeland.
Nice.
For League of Legends. He's now the head coach at Carthage College, right by you. Acadon, not far, just a little further south in Racine area. So back on yesterday, they completed a successful week with their Overwatch team, moving to a 2-0 record after a clean sweep of the series of the team they competed against. So shout out to Robert Zong, my former GA, great kid, fantastic family. And he was a good part of that coaching staff. Myself, Brett Sheldon, and Robert Zong was all part of my staff there at Lakeland University. Shout out to Lakeland, giving me my first opportunity as an esports coach. Got a Madden championship out of there and a whole bunch of playoff berths. And since then, they have continued to win. I actually won. We beat Carthage. So my last victory was against Carthage in Overwatch, Akido.
That's crazy.
We got a division championship in my last game coaching there. So that was awesome. It was so fun.
Always good to go out on a win.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
So also one thing a couple years ago now, CACC standings 1 year ago, Bloomfield College took sole possession of the first place in the Central Atlantic Collegiate Conference in Super Smash Brothers standings. So that's a lot of words. Just want to say.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of words to explain something to that. So on that note, we'll take it to a commercial break here. We got our friends over at Lucid Sound. See you in 29 seconds. Peace out. Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with lucid sound. All right, we're back in here, and we got my man Bear Fan in the chat. We got Bead Spirit Babe. How you doing?
Bead Sprite Babe just
Bead
rated
Sprite.
us.
Sorry, I said Spirit. I said Spirit, so Sprite. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. She's really cool. She's a streamer. She makes these awesome like pixel art bead sprites on her channel. Ooh. She was a good friend of mine. We worked together at Best Buy like years ago.
Nice.
In the gaming department and stuff together. So she decided to bring her people on over. So we appreciate the rate you guys stopping by. But I highly recommend go checking out her channel. Like they were, those perler beads, like giant artwork sprites of these like different anime, One Piece, like all sorts of stuff. And then she goes to conventions and sells those and stuff too. Like anything you can think of that has a sprite, she can probably make. So
that's my dude, One Piece. That is my dude. Luffy. He is that dude. Let me get this.
Not a boss. I was like, we were full timer and part time with like a boss. I see us more as equals, beats, right? Like you're, man.
Yeah, he's humble, which is good. He's humble. All right, and on that note, we'll take it to the best thing. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Hold up. I've been forgetting stuff. Here we go. Audios. Here we go.
You're so dumb.
Let that run one more time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
One more time.
You're so dumb.
Got him.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All righty. We got the best thing I've seen on social media. And of course, is what I've been already talking about earlier in the show. It's that retro games don't have no saves. So it teaches kids psychologically. It says retro games are psychologically safer for kids. And this is why. And part of the fact is the soul save mechanic that we didn't have. So you have no add-ons up to the game like Fortnite does, which is not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but just saying, no battle passes because that gets you to buy things. No infinite dopamine loops. That means continuous of what Fortnite is doing to all of us, including you, Akudo. Just saying.
What?
What? So it says retro game. So this is on IG. And the account is 8bitdad.retro. So retro games have clear starts, clear endings, no system trying to monetize the kid's attention. So bam, facts. They create real connections between parents and kids. This is where me and my dad, he would sit down and play Gyromite with me. We would trade off couch co-op, Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, all that, right? So with retro games, you're sharing something that you live, that context matters more than just graphics ever will. All right. And then they encourage togetherness by default because you're sitting right next to somebody. So of course, when your brother or sister or your dad or your mom is right in the room, 2 feet from them, you're gonna act like you got some sense, right? You better, Bear Fan says, did not see anyone over there. Something was wrong. It said, I was wondering if you knew how to set up share chat. Oh, okay. So social play doesn't mean voices in a headset, and retro games together means sharing screens, taking turns, and watching each other play in the same room. And that was what me and one of my brothers and his kids, shout out to Preston, Zach, and Randy, and my brother Jerry, we would sit there and trade and hand the controller back and forth between Resident Evil games, even Madden, and playing basketball. We had this one game on it was either Super Nintendo or PlayStation 1 called IntelliCube. We used to play that all the time. It was so fun. It was like a crazy, similar to Tetris type game. Wasn't Tetris, but it was similar to Tetris. All right. So I love this post here. And then it says they create patience and resilience. Modern games often have an easier learning curve with built-in guidance and tutorials. We didn't have that. We didn't even have the instruction. And it wasn't until high school where most of the games had little booklets inside the case that told us the A button does this, the B button does that, and the select does this and all that. So modern game, or what was that? With retro games, kids learn that improvement comes from making mistakes and trying again. So there you go. All right, they built problem solving and pattern recognition. Enemies follow rules, levels have logic. Progress comes from understanding systems, not following waypoints. That kind of thinking transfer everywhere. Do you agree with that, Akido?
1000%.
That again in my book here got all the most retro consoles. This is gonna be my room one day. I'm gonna have it set up just like this, guys.
I know, right? I love that. Where you have the cubes, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I've seen it so many times. N64, GameCube, Dreamcast, and that's a Wii. Then you got Sega Genesis, I think. Oh, that's OG Xbox, Nintendo, Sega Genesis, something right here. I think that might be Sega. Oh yeah, that is because Sega, it's the signs there. So yeah. Oh, and now we got PlayStation 2 and all that other stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there you go.
I think and I think it's good that, and I mean that's gonna send me down a whole rabbit hole, which is gonna have to be for another time.
We gotta do that on the Wingman Wednesday.
I would want to bring in Atomic. Yeah, we could. You know what? I think Atomic would need to chime in on that. Yeah, because the seasoned viewers and gamers, like growing up, the games were different, and I love going back to the retro titles. Jeff Cole TV, another streamer friend of mine, he's always got really good input and Oil too, right? Yeah. We go back, we find ourselves going back to the older games because not only are they nostalgic, but there was the mystery of it. Like I feel like to get through certain levels, on Mario, or you heard about certain cheat codes, you heard about like up, down, left, right,
of course, etc. The classic cheat code.
A lot of those came through word of mouth, and a lot of that was like you would hear from your friends. Like you were talking about that too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where you were like, "Oh no, that ain't the case." You're lying, or whatever else. Like where it was like, like. Are you sure this level was like that? Or like you said that there's a secret part of whatever that is, and like until you actually go like, all right, bet, cool, meet me at my friend's house, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It was like no way that the people put that in the game, and it was kind of like the wow factor was because they would sneak in these Easter eggs.
The Easter eggs.
I know we had a whole conversation about
that. Was between talking about Ready Player One, because that's that whole movie was an Easter egg itself, and then knowing that I memorized the map to Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Because I didn't want to not memorize. If I didn't memorize it, then I was going to be wandering the woods for Hyrule forever and not really getting back to where I needed to go, because you got to go find a sword here. You got to go get your shield in this part of the map of the game. You got to do things. So it made you resilient for sure.
And like you said, there was no save state. So if finding any edge up in those games where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think you got like 99 lives if you put in the Konami code, or if it was Mario where you find the way the warp zone to go and jump.
Yeah, you go backwards and to get to the warp zone, right.
So that way you can kind of not get ahead of where you were before, so you don't have to start the whole game over again.
100%.
There was a charm and a social aspect to that we just don't get in the games nowadays. So it is nice to go back and appreciate, and not to mention, from a psychological standpoint, them kids nowadays on Roblox and on Fortnite, they ain't got the attention span to go through, or the resiliency. They give up way too easy. Oh, yeah. They ain't gonna, and I would say this as well, and I'll end it on this one too, is that those were life skills, and I don't think we realized they were life skills. Being resilient and trying to problem solve and think through a situation or a puzzle when there's not anyone there to guide you and hold your hand through it. That not only developed you as a gamer, it developed your mind, like how you talk about with chess and with other things like that. And I feel like that's a lot that's missing in games nowadays. It's just like pew pew pew, instant gratification.
Yeah, and none of that was going on. So that's why you got this right here and that down there. Right there below me, Akido. All right, on that, we get great conversation there. And let's head to what we got here this week in video game history. So we have some fun games coming out this week. Back on Monday, or actually, no, this is way back. Actually, today it is
the movie or the video game Heavy Rain on PlayStation 3. I played that to start to finish. No, I had a few saves, but I finished the game. That was the cop game where he was investigating, I think, how his wife died or something like that. It was pretty
a
neat.
whole thing with Heavy Rain because that was the same people who made like Detroit Become Human and everything else. And I played Heavy Rain on the PS3. It was cool because they had the motion controls and it was more of a story narrative driven game. But you were trying to figure out, I believe it was a killer. It was a serial.
Yeah, it was a killer. It was a serial killer that left the origami little things at the
origami killer.
Yeah, boom. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And it had to do with the amount of rainfall or something like that. I don't think I believe so because it was like, you know, it was something with like the amount of rain. I'd have to go back to that game. I don't think I ever fully beat it. And that was a classic.
Yeah, my brother beat it, and one of his sons beat it, and they said, "Uncle, you gotta play this game. You're gonna like it." And I did. This is right after, so I was done playing in 2010. This is February 18, 2010. So this is my not first full year of retirement. So that's when I started to dig into some of the games I hadn't played yet, and that was one of them. And so later, 10 years from that, almost 10 years and 2 days, we had Bayonetta and Vanquish 10-year anniversary bundle came out on Platinum Games. They celebrate a decade of high-octane action by bringing these two classics, PS4 and on Xbox One. So Bayonetta, fun game, chop them up, bang, bang. And she's also on a character on Super Smash Brothers as well.
I love Bayonetta. Bayonetta's awesome.
I keep saying they're on Bayonetta. There they go. Bayonetta.
It's all good. They had another
fun game.
prequel game come out too for
just
that.
Watching it is fun. So I have the game actually. I just haven't played it. I need to get it on the list. I have so much.
Very Devil May Cry-esque.
Yeah, and that's the next one. Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening. It came out February 17th, 2005. How old were you in 2005?
I think I was like 15.
Man, I was 20.
No,
I was 26. No, 27. 26, 27.
No,
this is the day after my birthday too. You know, other big games. You doing the math over there?
A little bit.
So other games while you calculate.
I was 12.
Okay. So 12 in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That's what you
I was 12 in Milwaukee. I was a little urban child trying to find my way.
In Milwaukee, Milltown, Cream City. Why is Milwaukee? I learned this. I forgot real quick. Why is Milwaukee called Cream City? Because
I think it has something to do with the brewery.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. The foam on top of the beer. Got you. That's what it was.
It says Milwaukee is nicknamed Cream City because of the unique light yellow cream colored bricks produced here in the 19th century, made from local clay rich in calcium and magnesium. These bricks were widely used to build the city, giving it a distinct light-colored appearance that became a defining characteristic of the skyline.
Wow. Okay. What's up, JP Orange Lantern? And thank you, Akido, for that look up there. Big things. I always wondered, but I learned it. All right. February 16th was Mario versus Donkey Kong. Came out in 2024. It was a remake launched on the Switch. And also the classic game. It was the Game Boy Advance Puzzler. On February 17th, 2010, you had Deadly Premonition, the cult classic survival game known for its surreal atmosphere, arrived on the Xbox 360 back then. And then on this day back in 2009, Warhammer 4000 Dawn of War 2 debuted on PC, shifting the real-time strategy, the RTS series, towards squad-based tactical combat, y'all. And then February 19th, 2 years ago, 2024, the poker-themed roguelike deck builder that became a massive indie hit was officially released. What's that?
Balatro.
And then my favorite game right here, February 20th, Crackdown 2007 on Xbox. I had them all. I got to finish Crackdown 3. I beat 1, I beat 2, and I got lists, and I got 3 behind me on 360. And that
was another game I got into.
And I got a functioning 360 right here. So
Eeyore likes it though.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It is.
I didn't try it.
You a cop? You a cybernetic cop?
Word.
So when you mix cybernetic and popo or cop or
anybody with a gun, that's not going to be good for the criminals.
Isn't that just like RoboCop?
Basically, but you're better. You could jump higher. You could bounce. You could like jump a building and all that. You got powers. So that came out on 360, introducing players to unique open world, vertical, and orb collecting gameplay. So you collect your power and all. It was awesome. All right, some old retro games. Let's go back to the 80s with Wing. We had Wild Gunman. I don't know if you remember that on Nintendo.
You know I ain't gonna remember that.
No, you weren't born then. We had Wayne's World came out on Nintendo or Sega for Super Nintendo in 1993. And then Joe and Mac Part 2, Lost in the Tropics, that came out on Super Nintendo in 1994. So you were just talking.
I was 1 year old.
You was walking, just walking and talking. There you go.
I bet I could have figured it out. No.
Yep. All right, next one now. Headed over to game releases, y'all. Let's get on there.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
All right, we got we got some fun games this week. I picked a couple. It was a long list of good stuff. But this one right here, I gotta show you. This one, I was like, what in the heck is going on here in this video, in this game release? We got it up, we got it on the screen, and then hit play.
Everything is under control. You have nothing to worry about.
This game here is wacky.
Brainless monstrosities are
I would say
savaging out.
less, but I don't know. Strange Brew is a cinematic 3D action platformer with intense chases that feel like a zombie movie. Run to evade, throw beans to distract people, and use environmental traps to slow, smash, or zap the hordes of zombies. So expect nonstop mayhem, absorb story beats, screams, and laughs as you play as a duck mascot with a caffeine addiction. That sounds about right for a lot of people on this planet. They got a caffeine addiction, right? I wouldn't say dressed up as a duck. But there you go.
Take the duck costume off. You're in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, maybe it's protection. Hold on. Let me stop that. I mean, maybe it might protect you from lights.
It's part of your outfit. You know, it's part of what you doing there.
I just feel like mascot costumes are really like didn't we just talk about mascot costumes?
We were. Sure I would totally do it. That would be the job that. You obviously you're still paying me something, but that would be the job I would hate to quit, because it's like you could really much do anything you want when you're in a mascot costume. When you're in that suit, it's like you're almost like the Terminator, because if you're what's his name, Banjo from the Bucks, right? And they have I forgot Toro down here for the Houston Texans is the Bull. You give me a Toro outfit and you tell me I could run around the stadium and like be a clown. You get paid to jump around and be silly. Pay me.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and you're gonna always be in shape because you're hot. You're sweaty. You're never gonna be out of shape. I'll do that for 20 years. That'd be like easy. That'd be easy work. And then my man Naughty says, I've seen mascots do some questionable things. Exactly. I won't push the envelope. I'll stay within the range of just being funny. I'm not gonna be like, what the hell he doing? Because sometimes you see mascots, you're like, what is he doing over there? But I'll be silly, right? You know, I'll bounce the ball off one of the players' heads, or I'll run up and down the sidelines, like trying to steal the ball from the referee or something silly like that. I'll mess with the crowd. You know, I'll give them high fives, and don't let me get one of them shaving cream things where you give them a shaving cream pie. I'm about that life. So that's what this game kind of brings up the ideas. So check out Strange Brew on PC here. Came out today. All right.
How much is that game? How much is that game?
Look it up. I didn't get the price on it, but it's on PC. It's on Steam, so I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. I don't think it's going to be really expensive anyway. All right, next game up is, let me hit play here.
For some reason, it says it's not available yet.
Oh, it said February 18th it comes out.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
wondering.
so we
I can
got
trace the location of
Sticks,
multiple quartz
Blades of
shipments.
Greed. This is on
Now,
all
because I can tell
platforms.
you where they are,
So
doesn't mean
players.
it'll be easy to
So
get
this
to
is
them.
a 10-minute. We're
We
not
only
watching
found
this
part
whole
of the
10-minute
Inquisition's
video
quartz
here.
back
Just
at the
telling
wall.
y'all that.
We
Just
can't let
getting
them
an
get
idea
access
of the
to more
game
power
here.
than they already have.
I'll let her talk for a little bit.
Not only would I be doing the
But that's
world
Sticks
a
right
favor
there,
by taking all
by the
this
way.
beautiful quartz, but
Now
I
this is a
know
classic
myself.
game. This ain't the first one.
Right. It sounded like that. The research I saw other little Stick titles. I was like, oh, okay, it's not the first and only game. So in this 10-minute gameplay, where we're not watching 10 minutes of it, are fitted with stealth mechanics, abilities, and more in the chapter of Stick's story.
Great.
Stick Blades of Greed
Quartz
is
all the way up there.
came out. I know that part.
Why is it
But you got
that
the
all
little.
the fun parties are on the top floor?
What is he at? He's an elf. He's an evil elf. He looks like an evil elf because he has pointy ears and a pointy nose. And so, with your stealth mechanics, there you basically are attacking and belittling the unknown peasants of this kingdom that you're in. So, think of it as like medieval GoldenEye or medieval Hitman. There you go. So it looks like something off of like a spinoff of Dungeons and Dragons.
Better poison him than
Or Baldur's Gate. Is he a Baldur's Gate guy? Character?
I don't believe so.
Oh, he's a goblin. Yeah, goblin. That was my next guess there. JP, the Orange Lantern. Appreciate
They've
it.
got some sales going on the other Sticks games. They got Shards of Darkness and Blades of Greed. This one here this is Blades of Greed. Okay.
Yeah, this is Blades of Greed. So you basically are sneaking around and breaking people off, basically.
I think I linked the one to Blades of Greed. No, I linked Master of Shadows.
Gotcha,
Blades of Greed.
So this is you, like I said, all stealth mechanics. So you're taking people out.
Check on the top.
Oh, you can have. Oh, you have powers there. He's just mind control dude right there. He just did the force on him.
No, it's dead o'clock.
Oh, that's how they do it in
right.
Star Wars. He did Jedi mind trick on him, made him walk off the ledge.
I could slip inside and climb up to the top, or I could take the lift, nice and smooth.
So
fuss, no trust.
Well, there you go. Yeah, people are streaming it. You get a 48. Apparently, you can do what is this? Play early, 48 hours early unlock.
Why waste?
Yeah.
I can just.
Oh, he has cloaking as well, like in Harry Potter. Since he didn't want to fight nobody, he just went invisible. Say like, find me. You can't find me. You can't see me. And he has the robe, whatever that cloak is that you wear in Hogwarts Legacy. He has that. There it is.
I think it's like the cloak of invisibility. Yeah. That's a naughty question.
Yeah. But yeah, check out Sticks Blades of Greed, because he's trying to get paid. So he's jacking all the peasants, or not the peasants, the knights of armor and all that. Selling that stuff and getting rich. So check this out. This game is out. When is this out? Go back.
It's letting you buy it now.
Yeah, it's on. It should be available because it comes out tomorrow. So it should be available now.
If you want advanced access, you can buy it for $50 and play it now. Otherwise, it's $40. The Quartz Edition does give you
easy.
That's the one that allows you to play early.
Right.
What do you get extra content?
Yeah, so fun. I like it because I'm a Hitman guy. I remember Hitman, a lot of sneaking around, a lot of you can't make noises because if you do, you get caught. Oh, that's no. Yeah, they ran to a commercial. That's fine. We'll go. We'll break out of here. All right, but no, that reminded me of Hitman. In any game that has stealth mode in it, you gotta make sure you're quiet. If not, you're gonna get found out and then you're dead, or the mission's over, or you gotta go back since there's no. And remember, there's no save. There was no save in Zelda. So cloak invisibility, you got it. Oh yeah, we got it right. Akido.
Awesome.
All right.
So if you buy the Quartz Edition, not only do you get to play early, you get a greedy skin pack, you get the Master of Shadow skin. So it's 48 hours or early unlock. Legacy skin pack, some extra weapons, and it seems like you get a starter pack, which gives you 2 talent points.
Gotcha.
And that one's only $10 more than the normal one. So if that's something that you guys want to check out, go to that second link. Otherwise, they do have a bundle where you can get the older game, the Quartz Edition, and something else for like $85.52. So
nice. That is it right there. That is Sticks Blades of Greed. So if you want to get into that, you know what? I want to jack somebody mode, but I don't really want to jack somebody. I just want to jack somebody on a video game like I used to do. I was like, I don't want to go shoot up a building. I want to go play Grand Theft Auto and go shoot up a building.
We don't talk about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh man. Whenever that decides to come out, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we're headed to one of my favorite segments of the show. Best thing. Oh no, I already said that. Best thing we seen on. What's on stream, y'all?
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
Oh, like I mentioned at the start of the show, we are watching. And if anybody wants to join us now, of all the people tuning in today, thank you for tuning in. We have Fallout Season 1. We're on Episode 4, The Ghouls. So this is the episode as we delve into the fallout between what's on the big screen and what's on the video game. Season 4, The Ghoul. So Lucy and the Ghoul, which is played by Walter Goggins, they encounter dangerous situations on the surface, leading into a moral dilemma and intense confrontation between each other. Because who?
I'm just saying, ooh.
Ooh, oh yeah, ooh, exactly. Because Lucy, she's coming from the vault line, the vault system, living underground for all these years, and everything's happy-go-lucky. Oh yeah, flowers and fairies and everything. And on the surface, you got mutated mutants and ghouls walking around trying to rip your head off. So that's where the ghoul comes from. And so then we find Norm. He uncovers secrets in Vault 32, if you watch the episode. So leaking back to his mother's past and raising questions about the residents' fates that really goes on being underground and being connected to a company. Because we know video game companies are diabolical, you know.
Yeah.
We got the Umbrella Corporation in Resident Evil, and we have Vault Tech here in Fallout. So in the breakdown of this episode, as I mentioned, Lucy's partnership with the Ghoul, played by Walter Goggins. And actually the actress name is, I have it right here, Ella Purnell, that plays Lucy. Her partnership with Walter and playing the Ghoul grows, I say, intense, because it's that she watches him do things that to her is like, that's wrong, you shouldn't be doing that, you're not a good person. So she's like, you're not a good person. And I'm like, but if I didn't kill him, we'd both be dead. Like, you sure what you're saying? That's kind of how he puts it to her in some situations, but it's more layered than that, right? So the wasteland continues to strip away that little happy-go-lucky world from Lucy and what she grew up in the vault, being underground for her whole life. The Ghoul being on planet Earth for 200 plus years, because he was there before the Fallout and then after the Fallout. So he's like, look, so they're arguing back and forth on, she's trying to say, you're not a good person. And he's like, well, if I don't do that, then we're going to have a short life up here. So we got to do it to survive. I had to do this for 200 years to survive. So it's forcing her to confront those hard truths about being on the surface, basically. So the Ghoul, so on that point, the Ghoul, the way he operates is pro-pragmatism, and Lucy operates on like principle, like, oh, you know what, you got to think before you do and all that. It's like, no, not right now. When I got this big monster coming at me and I got a shotgun, I'm gonna shoot him in the face, Lucy. And then what? You don't want me? If I don't shoot him in the face, we're gonna be digesting in his stomach. So just gotta think about that. So that's the difference between the core conflict of this episode so far. Did you get a chance to watch it, Akito? Just a quick. I'm not gonna tease you. I'm not. Did you get a chance to watch it? No. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, speaking of that, you see right here above me is the Digital Divide, and then on the right over there by Akito, there's a QR code. You can scan that for your T-shirt. Not this T-shirt, but something similar to it that has something. You can see that. This is a different one. It does have me on it, but not the me that's on the other shirt. So check that out. Please help the fundraiser with that. So as the Ghoul and Lucy walk across the terrain of the surface, they're gonna come across things, right? You got other ghouls that are out there, and then obviously people that are trying to not be nice. Like Lucy think everybody's gonna be nice. No, it's not gonna happen. So Lucy's belief is doing what's right and versus what is necessary. That is what the ghoul is doing. So the ghoul doesn't hesitate. He definitely, if he got to kill something, he kills it. If he has to talk crazy to somebody, he does it. And so on Lucy's side, Lucy does, and she tries to do it, but she has hesitation, and that could cause problems, right? It could cause somebody getting hurt. Like when he was, I think he was fighting the zombies a couple episodes ago that looked like Elvis. It was Elvis zombies, that episode. Did you see? I know. And she didn't want to shoot him right. She was somebody she didn't want to kill right away. And it almost killed they almost killed the ghoul. He like, hey, you got to pull that trigger faster than that. You better stop tripping. All right. So as they go through this process of trying to work together, the wasteland is punishing them because they don't, they're on different sides of, what's the word? Good and bad? Or no, not good and bad. Common sense, maybe. In that space, common sense says, okay, I got to kill everything just in case, and maybe double tap it when I'm on the surface. Down below, I gotta, I could be a little bit more free living and all that. You gotta be careful. So this episode,
which is weird to me because she's waving around a gun in like the first episode, the second episode. She's like, "Excuse me, can I have some water?" I'm like,
yeah, but she's saying "excuse me," and so that's where she hasn't kind of shook being a dweller.
But you're waving a gun around.
But you're saying "excuse me." How many people that waves a gun around says "excuse me"? Think about that. Well, I know we haven't been in that situation. I'm just saying, if you watched it in a movie, when you see anybody waving a gun, do they say "excuse me"?
I do it in Call of Duty all the time, arguably. Legit. If you watch on Wingman Wednesday, I'd be like, excuse. I say, I'm like, politely, I'm gonna need you to,
headshot. Excuse me.
Sit down. Excuse me.
There you go.
Yeah.
So another question this episode asks is: mortality a luxury in a well-built in a world built on radiation and ruin? Chat, you could chime in on this one. So is mortality?
I mean, look, them people out there is nuts. I can't think of any wasteland situation where people are sane or of the right mind, whether it be like Borderlands, Fallout. I can't think of anything where you wouldn't pull a trigger first, because most of the time people are screaming at you. Right. I mean, it's one of those things. If someone's running at you or has something pointed at you, you either point back or shoot first.
Yeah, you declare. Okay, say as the kids today say, you either clap back.
You don't.
Or you get it yourself.
You're dead otherwise. I mean,
Fact.
I would say dude stayed alive that long,
200 years. So he did something right.
He did something right. I mean, that's zombie apocalypse. Okay. I would say this as well from that other episode we watched. You were nice, bro. Drink your entire canister of water.
Yeah.
Bro, drink your entire. The other dude was nice, thinking he could leave his mech just, the power suit armor just walk.
Yeah.
Man, I hope he dies. I know he ain't gonna, because I know there's a season 2.
Who are you talking about? Maximus?
Yes, I really don't like.
You don't like Maximus?
I don't like Finn.
He's one of the main characters.
I know.
He's Lucy's boyfriend. She's Lucy's boyfriend.
Stop.
It is. It's Lucy's
Stop.
Oh, I'm just stating facts.
Listen, that's Finn. Sorry. Let Ray do her thing, Finn.
Right.
Let Ray do her
true.
thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I hope he gets friend zone.
Force Awakens. Yeah.
Bro's got big Finn mentality. Bro's got Finn aura. Hard.
He does. I do sense it now. When you said that, I didn't really watch it, but the last couple episodes, and then season 2 for sure is big Finn vibes from the actor who plays Maximus in this series. So,
bro, listen, you had a power suit armor in a place where that's like the most valuable thing that'll keep you alive and give you authority, and you somehow managed to like almost get it jacked 2 episodes in.
Right.
And the ghoul made a fool out of him. He lucky he didn't kill him and take it for himself. Why he didn't,
I don't know. Well, the ghoul, no, like he remember he fought. If you remember, there's a flashback where he was actually in that suit, so he didn't want to go back in that suit.
See, I didn't get to that point yet.
Yeah, so
at least they answered that question for me, and I was slacking.
That's the end of season 1, going into season 2, where he was in that suit. So I kind of answered your question there. But Aaron Moulton is the actor who plays Maximus. So there you go. Finn vibes there. So the ghoul. Does the ghoul have humanity or lack thereof? He does, because he's looking for his family. He's looking for his family, for one. So that's humanity in itself. But he understands that he has to basically be somebody different. He got to be this bounty hunter that he is out there. So him being a little bit off ain't just random. It's part of it. It's earned. He has to be brutal. He has to not think last. He has to think quick and then get the shot off or get the knife up in the gut and twist and whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I feel, and then Naughty, to what Naughty said too, you said, I feel like I for sure get bitten by a zombie for asking questions. I think when it has to do with family or people who you care about, you lock in.
Yeah, like
you lock in real quick.
Man,
if it comes down, like if Artie was like,
if you're on the surface, like you're in the surface in this show, anybody with your DNA, I'm protected, and that means anything I see, like it's on. Don't give me the option. I'm gonna be the Thanos of the family. I ain't gonna go, that hard, but I'm taking out anybody that's trying to take me out and my family. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. So so another character in this one, Norm. He's doing an investigation of the Vault 32 mystery of why people died. So now we're back underground in the Dweller area. So the tone shifts into the like paranormal / investigation stuff. So Norman begins digging into what really happened in Vault 32, uncovering disturbing inconsistencies and unsettling some of the evidence that he's found out. So as he looks deeper, the clear becomes more with his what he's trying to find out, and whatever wiped out Vault 32 wasn't a random thing. It was planned. It was basically something that we know, like I mentioned earlier, with big companies in games like this show. Vault Tech had a bigger what's the word? A bigger plan, an agenda, a bigger plan. Yeah, agenda. And so that Vault 32 or any vaults down there that had people in there, they weren't just there to survive. They were there for testing on some level. And that's what we saw in there, and if you saw that episode, you saw that. So North's storyline, he adds in the psychological tension to that episode, proving that danger isn't just limited to the surface. It's also going down underground, because you got people dying under there. That's when, if you saw the first episode of episode 1, where Lucy, the dude that she married, all his cronies came downstairs and pretty much damn near killed everybody in Vault 33. So, and that was in the first episode. So that definitely answers that question. So to wrap this thing up here, I would say some of the takeaways here: survival reshapes your identity. So when you got to survive, you're going to definitely be somebody else. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Especially if you're because when you play this game, like as a gamer, when you play in a post-apocalyptic zombie land game, what are you doing the whole time?
You're surviving.
You putting bullets in zombies. You're not even thinking twice. Like Resident Evil, remember we played that back in October?
Yeah. No,
part 4.
There was nothing to think about that.
Right.
I was begging. I was clamoring for them bullets. Resident, don't want to go there.
Exactly. When you playing a FPS RPG shooter, or you already said shooter, excuse me. But when you playing an RPG like that, you gonna shoot everything. I double tap in the game.
You had to.
Oh, I double tap in the game.
You had to.
I don't even think twice about it. If I hit a zombie in the game, I'm hitting them 4 more times in the brain.
I would say this in Resident Evil, you don't do that.
Yeah,
you do
need your
exactly
bullets.
as many bullets as you can.
Yeah,
because you got to
you don't-
conserve that.
Exactly, you got to conserve bullets.
Oh my
ammunition.
gosh, dude.
Yes, it's terrible.
It was
But
horrible.
it's not terrible because I love the game, Capcom. So don't read that. But yes, it just makes you be what's the word?
Bullet conscious. If
Bullet
that's the
conscious,
terminology.
efficiency
Jeez,
of
dude.
things dealing with that game, which is awesome. It's an awesome game. They got Resident Evil
good.
Requiem coming out here next week, I think. And so that's gonna be a fun game to play. I got Silent Hill too, one over here I gotta play. So yeah, so it changes your identity, right? And then another one, we find out that the vaults weren't just there for survival, they were there for other things too, So that part was it. And then for mortality's sake, in the series is tested hardest when your resources are scarce. So when you don't have water, you don't have food available, clean food. You don't have, you have people eating all type of stuff in the first 2 episodes. It was like, I saw one of the ladies eat. Her hands were nasty too. She didn't wash her hands, and she was just throwing stuff in her mouth. I was like, ooh, can I get that E. coli? Can we get? Hey, I'll be like, hey, wash your hands before you give me anything off of your plate. Wash your hands. And then so Lucy she's trying to change. She's trying to adjust. Norm, he has the big finding out of knowing that everything ain't right underground, even though it seemed like it is. And then the ghoul, he's lived 200 plus years, so he's just sitting by watching because he knows what's going down. He knows Vault-Tec ain't right. He knows they did that to him and his family, and that's who he's looking for. He's trying to look for his wife and daughter, and that's more stuff in between season 1 to season 2. But a fun episode. So episode 4 here proves Fallout isn't just about mutants and radiation. It's about what kind of person you choose to be when the world is broken. So what person are you going to be if you're ever in a post-apocalyptic world, Akido? We kind of talked about
I would be the
already.
person I guess I need to be.
There you go.
I would say that depending on how it shapes you and how you adapt, it's no different than, day to day. It's like if you got to step up, you got to step up. Like if you ain't a hunter gatherer or whatever, you got to use whatever skill set and whatever you've learned up to that point to survive. So it's either you do or you don't. It's like a Yoda, like do or do not. There is no try. Exactly. It's like once you're in it. What was it? The Rock in that one movie is like, wrong answer, you're in.
Yes. What movie?
I'm out. If I had was it Kevin Hart? He's like, well, if I choose, I'm out.
Central Intelligence Agency, is that CIA movie that he was in with Kevin Hart? One of his was his little brother.
You're in. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean I'm in? Like, you're in.
Yep. And then big company vibes. We got another what is it from Resident Evil? Umbrella Corporation going on here with Vault-Tec, which if you play the game, you knew this stuff was coming. It's just cool seeing it on the big screen of not big screen, but the app scene of Hulu or Prime Video that you're watching the series on. So the big company vibes in video games, conspiracies like I said, like Umbrella Corporation and Resident Evil, Vault-Tec here. Any other companies in big games from I know the Crisis video game series had a company that created the suit that the character you played with was the cop that had the cybernetic bulletproof suit.
Oh, Crisis.
You remember Crisis? Yeah.
Yes.
So that
with the Y, Crisis. Okay.
Yeah, that suit's company was doing some dastardly things, bad things behind the scenes, and that's obviously what the Umbrella Corporation, we all know they all bad because they poisoned the whole world and years of zombies and planet full of zombies because of the Umbrella Corporation. And that's where Vault-Tec is walking into that neighborhood. It's a wasteland on Earth right now because of Vault-Tec. And that's what we're dealing with in this series. And fantastic series. It had an 8.3 rating on IMDb so far. So solid. That's season 1 and 2. And season 3 is being greenlighted. So letting y'all know it's gonna be more Fallout. And Vegas
Fallout is season 2, pretty much. Las Vegas. That's what that one for all the fans out there that's played the game. Which is all right. On that note, we'll head to our final segment of the show. Ahman Green's Gamer Tips of the Week, and we're in fighting games. We did FPS, we did sports. Now we're on fighting games. And so the tip is anti-air. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do the edit. Hold up. I had it in there. I thought I did it, but I didn't do it. Let's do that. Let's fix that real quick. Boom. Let's change that out. Paste. There you go. That was it. I like this one too, and I messed it up. But here you go. Anti-air everything for fighting games.
Oh, okay.
Anti-air attack. So defense wins fights. Learn low. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's it. I gotta edit this too. You can see my rustiness for not streaming over a week.
I mean, arguably they're both. I was nodding my head at the blocking and defense part from last week. I'm like,
that was last week.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still good advice because I'm like,
you gotta always make sure you say it. But here we go. The tip: if your opponent jumps a lot, like I do jump a lot, but I know how to tone it back when I'm not getting the damage in. So if your opponent jumps a lot, they're giving you free damage. That means punish him, take him down, get the points in. That's what Akado does to me when I'm jumping around like a little jumping bean too many times, like a little basketball or something. He gives me the business. So use your character's best anti-air, normal, and special attack until it's automatic to that. When you say automatic, that means you know how to hit the buttons at the right time. You got the timing down and everything. Because when you don't have that timing, you're just guessing. And then sometimes that anti-air doesn't get defended. It doesn't get punished. So practice that. And that happens a lot. If you watch a lot of FGC pros, that they do that. They have everything down from low attacks. And low attacks get tough too because you don't know when that is coming. But the anti-air attacks, the air attack, you see it because it's, you see the person. You got a lot, probably like a half a second more to see that coming at you. It's almost slow motion. It's like, oh yeah, you gonna really jump in the air? Yeah. But the low kick is so fast. It's quick too. Most low kicks and low attacks are really fast, so you don't really get the speed of trying to slow them down. So here we go. As you focus on that, focus on normal, specials, anti-air, spacing, timing for the basic combos to build the strong fundamentals of defending. All right. That was from last week, but it also counts for this because this is also blocking and defending when you're fighting in a fighting game. All right, get that down. So then you're not mad at the game. You'd be mad at yourself because you didn't learn the technique.
That was bad during Mortal Kombat 1 for the pros versus Joe's turn. I'll never forget it because you kept doing that aerial attack. I want to say it was Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
I just could not. It wasn't until I swapped over to Noob Saibot or Smoke.
Yeah, he was fast.
And Smoke was able to get you. Because I would do that dumb thing where he teleports and he does the aerial attack that way. But also I was able to throw those daggers up and bring you down. But Noob Saibot was able to do that weird uppercut thing. So the minute when you jumped, I was able to do that stupid uppercut thing and shut you down to the point.
Well, it wasn't stupid. It was effective. Trust me.
It was effective, but I was like, dude, okay, I see he's jumping. And I know I can hit this off before he gets me.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, dang it.
But I was happy about that one.
Yeah, you had to be. You found a counter, as they say. You countered my move there. So
because that's the tip. Too much.
Yeah, what's that?
It was wrecking me too much.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's the end of the show. We are wrapping this thing up. We're gonna get ready for some Wingman Wednesday. So 6 to 9, we'll be on here playing some Halo. I'm trying to finish up my battle pass. I'm not buying nothing from it though. I'm not getting them to donate to the cause. Microsoft has way too much money. Why don't you bring me on as a streamer for y'all something, So thank you joining in to my Gamer Gowns podcast along with my co-host, good friend Akado. This is where sports and video games and life collide. So we hope you had a fantastic time. And
watching and listening into the show. Hope you got your daily or weekly dose of gaming goodness and insightful, fun conversation there on Fallout and the terabytes of memory that have been oversold with WD, where you got to pay now damn near a student loan to get a hard drive at Best Buy or online. So be sure to follow us on social media. We are everywhere. We're on TikTok. We're on X. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch right now. We're on NIL TV Esports, also on Twitch. And we're on X right now live. We're on YouTube live. We're on LinkedIn live right now. Where aren't we at? I don't know. We're everywhere. So there you go. So keep gaming. So next time, keep gaming strong and stay passionate about your game as well. So I'm Ahman Green, and that's my man Akito Chinaru. To my, I believe that's my right, but that might be my left on somebody else's side. I don't know.
Weird. There he is.
It's
He's
weird.
over there.
So appreciate y'all. Like I said, thanks for coming in and signing off, and continue to game on, y'all. So thank you. Appreciate you. And
before we go out, do we want to go and bring them on over to Pooch?
We want to raid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's raid my man Pooch. And there's the Digital Divide Initiative Fundraiser there. Please get your t-shirt orders in, please. And then you can shout out me, have me play your favorite game on my stream, Ahman Green TV or NIL TV Esports. So there you go. And we're about to give a good raid into my man Pooch. He's a former state trooper in Madison, Wisconsin, and now he loves Call of the Wild. He likes hunting foxes in the game of Call of the Wild. I know Akito, he's jumped in with him. He got him hunting now and fishing and everything else. Virtually, by the way. Yeah. Virtually, by the way. So
you guys will see. It's a good time. Trust me. I always joke around and say it'll be like you're in a Texas Roadhouse. Like Pooch is. It's a good time.
He got his music. He got his country music playing. He don't chew no more, so he don't have to chew in no more, which is good. But he's gonna be singing, and it's gonna be cowboy music, and it's gonna be him and his chat. He has a fantastic chat. You guys gonna have fun.
Great community. Seriously.
All right, so enjoy Pooch, and we're out. Peace. Let's get
Peace.
Get the music going first. We got that dance.
I'll wait for them. I'll get the dance going, then I'll take us out. I'll put the socials up for NIL TV as well.
Bye.